Good morning, students. Hope you all doing good. Today we are going to learn a new poem from chapter 2 from page 33 to 34. In this video we are going to look at chapter 2 poem page 33 to 34. Before that, do you remember what we have learned in the last class? What is our last lesson is about? Yes, we have learned Dear Mrs. Naidu. The lesson is Dear Mrs. Naidu, and we have some connection between that lesson and this poem. We will see what is that. Let's get into our video. The title of the poem is Cradle Song. So students, what do you know by cradle? Cradle means tottil. Tottil padal. In Tamil, if we translate, it is tottil padal. It is also known as Thalattu Pattu. In our home we can see a mother used to, if the mother wants the baby to sleep, she will sing a Thalattu Pattu. Okay, we all know about it. So this poem is also a cradle song. Let's see. It is a song, it is a poem written by Sarojini Naidu. I said no, there is a connection between last lesson and this poem. So we have seen last lesson about Sarojini Naidu. So that woman, she written this poem. This is a very gentle and tender song used to lull a child to sleep. Okay, as I said, இது வந்து ஒரு தாலாட்டு பாட்டு. It is a very gentle and soft song used to lull. Lull means lullaby, தாலாட்டு பாடுறது, a child to sleep. Let's see. Before that, let's move on to look about our poet. Turn your book to page number 34. About the poet, in your book page number 34, you can see about her. Sarojini Naidu, born in Hyderabad, was an Indian independent activist and poet. Okay, as we know, அவங்க வந்து சுதந்திர போராட்டத்தில் பங்கு பெற்ற ஒரு முக்கிய போராளி, as well as she is a poet. Sarojini was a child prodigy displaying high intelligence and proficiency in many languages. Okay, she is a child with a master. She is a master in more skills. She has more skills. சின்ன வயசுலேயே நிறைய ஸ்கில்ஸ் அவங்க கிட்ட இருந்துச்சு. ரொம்ப high intelligent person, and she was very professional in many languages. Not only her actually her native language is Bengali, but she is very prominent in many languages. Her first play, written in Persian, earned her a scholarship to study abroad and interact with many famous English authors. At her early age, she written her first play. அவங்களோட எழுத்து வந்து Persian languageல எழுதியிருந்தாங்க, and it became very famous, and she earned so much money, and she also got a chance to interact with famous English authors. நிறைய இங்கிலீஷ் எழுத்தாளர்கள் கூட அவங்க வந்து பேசுறதுக்கு அதன் மூலம் ஒரு சான்ஸ் கிடைச்சிச்சு. Following their advice, she looked for inspiration from the Indian people's daily lives for her writing. Okay, so அந்த famous Indian authors-லாம் அவங்களுக்கு அட்வைஸ் பண்ணதுலேருந்து அவங்க வந்து நம்ம இந்திய நாட்டு மக்களையும் அவங்களுடைய டெய்லி வாழ்க்கை முறையும் பற்றி அவங்களுடைய நிறைய ரைட்டிங்ஸில் எழுதியிருக்காங்க. Revered as the Nightingale of India, she is also known as Nightingale of India. She published several collections of poems under the titles Golden Threshold, The Birds of Time, and The Broken Wing. These are her writings. Her birthday is celebrated as Women's Day in India. It is very, very important. Sarojini Naidu's birthday is celebrated as Women's Day in India. Okay, now let's see what is the poem is all about. The poem at a glance. Let's have a quick look of the poem. This poem has been written from the point of view of a mother trying to lull a child to sleep. Okay, here இந்த பாட்டில் அந்த பொயட் யாருன்னா ஒரு தாய், ஒரு மதர் தான் இந்த போயத்தை வந்து எழுதுகிறாங்க. Why she is writing? To make her child to sleep, and it is a song to make a child to sleep. The mother describes many picturesque places from where the mother says she brings the child a little lovely dream. Here the mother is giving imagination. She makes imagination from different places, and she is saying from those places she is bringing a dream to a child. Lost in the beautiful images, a pleasant thoughts, the child closes her eyes. After listening all those things and all those images, the baby started to sleep. Then the mother bids the child good night. The mother says the child good night. This poem showcases the love of a mother has for her child. ஓகே, ஒரு அம்மாவுக்கு அந்த குழந்தையின் மேலே இருக்கிற பாசத்தை இந்த போயம் வந்து நமக்கு தெளிவுபடுத்துது. It also highlights the power of a mother's soothing voice. ஒரு குழந்தைய எப்படி தாலாட்டு பாடுவாங்க, அவங்களோட அந்த சவுண்ட், ஒரு காம் எஃபெக்ட் சவுண்ட் வந்து எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படின்றது இந்த போயம் வந்து நமக்கு சொல்லுது. ஓகே ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ், now let's move on to your book to page number 33. Open your book to page number 33, and this poem, it consists of 3 stanza, you can see, and each stanza has 5 lines, 5 or 6 lines. Yes, 6 lines. Okay, each stanza has same number of lines, and each stanza ends with what? A little lovely dream. Same words. Okay, it is ends with same lines, and it is a fantasy and very pleasant soothing tone is used in this poem. Let's get into our poem. Have you ever fallen asleep to the sound of someone singing to you? Read this poem written by Sarojini Naidu to understand how a parent gets a child to sleep through a gentle soothing voice, soothing song. ஓகே, ஸோ எப்போவாச்சும் யாராச்சும் உங்களுக்கு பாட்டு பாட நீங்கள் தூங்கியிருக்கீங்களா? ஸ்டில் யூ class 6 children, your mothers may used to do this, right? Whenever if you want to sleep, if your mother sings, you can sleep peacefully. The same thing in this poem also it describes, and it is written by Sarojini Naidu to understand how a parent gets a child to sleep through a gentle soothing song. Let's get into our first stanza. Read with me. From groves of spice over fields of rice, athwart the lotus stream I bring for you, I glint with dew, a lovely dream. Okay, in this stanza, the mother, she begins creating imagination from different beautiful places. Okay, according to her, she brought a little lovely dream with shining and glittering dew in front of in the form of a beautiful song from the grooves of spice. Okay, the mother, she is bringing the child a dream from where? Groves of spice. Okay, what is meant by grove? The word bank, you can see a small area of land with trees of particular types on it. That means தோப்பு, மரத்தோப்பு, தென்னந்தோப்பு, ஏதாவது ஒரே மரம் பக்கத்தில் சுற்றி அதே மரமாக இருக்கிறது தான் grove அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஓகே, பட் ஹியர் groves of spice, மசாலா தோப்பு. எனி ஸ்பைசஸ் we can imagine. ஓகே, தேயிலை தோப்பாக இருக்கலாம், அல்லது ஏதாவது ஒரு ஸ்பைஸ் அதிலிருந்து over the fields of rice. Fields of rice means வயல் இருக்குல்ல, அரிசி வயல்கள்ல இருந்து athwart the lotus stream. தட் மீன்ஸ் நிறைய தாமரைகள் படர்ந்த அந்த ஒரு நீரோடைகள்ல இருந்து across the lotus tree I bring for you agate with dew a little lovely dream. ஓகே, நான் உனக்கு கொண்டு வரேன் ஒரு சின்ன பனித்துளி நிறைந்த அந்த ஒரு கிளிட்டரிங் மின்னுற பனித்துளி நிறைந்த ஒரு அழகான லவ்லி ட்ரீம் நான் உனக்கு கொண்டு வரேன் அப்படின்னு அந்த அம்மா வந்து தாலாட்டு பாடுறாங்க. ஓகே, I'll read for you once again. Read with me. From groves of spice over fields of rice athwart the lotus tree I bring for you agate with dew a little lovely dream. Okay, in this stanza the mother describe of the various places from where she gathers a dream for her child, and first she is saying the fragrance of spice groves and also from the rice fields and also across from the lotus tree. And students, you can see these all places are very attractive. When we think or when we see these places, it gives some calm effect to us. So, and the first line, the groves of spice, it looks very green, and fields of rices are golden, and the stream full of lotus or pink. So all gives a pleasant images to our hearts. Okay, so from those calm and beautiful places, the mother is bringing a lovely dream to the child. Let's move on to next. Second stanza, read with me. Sweet, shut our eyes, the wild fireflies dance to the fairy name from the poppy bowl. For you I stole a little lovely dream. Okay, so here the poet, that means who is the poet here? The mother. Okay, she is asking the child to shut her eyes. Okay, கண்ணு மூடி தூங்கு and you dream wild fireflies. What is mean by fireflies? மின்மினி பூச்சி இருக்குல்ல, glow worm. Okay, that one. And she is saying you shut your eyes and dream wild fireflies. So here the fireflies, it symbolize the light. Okay, that means a hope to the child. And she is saying the fireflies which dance through the fairy neem. Here we have the meaning of fairy neem, referring to the neem plant being sacred in India. இந்தியாவில் இந்த நீம் ட்ரீயை வந்து ரொம்ப ஒரு சேக்ரெட் புனிதமாக கருதுவாங்க. ஓகே, பிகாஸ் இட் ஹேஸ் ஸோ மெனி we can use, it has so many medicinal பர்பஸ்க்கு வேண்டி இந்த நீம் ட்ரீயை வந்து ரொம்ப சேக்ரெடாக கருதுவாங்க. ஸோ அதனை சுற்றி வருகிற அந்த ஃபயர் ஃப்ளைஸை வந்து நீ ட்ரீம் பண்ண, இட் வில் கிவ் யூ குட் ஹெல்த் அண்ட் ஸ்ட்ரென்த். From the poppy bowl. So what is meant by poppy bowl? Refers to poppy plant. In the flower you can see a colorful flower. Okay, with its bright colorful flowers often used for making herbal medicines that cause sleepiness. Okay, so poppy na வீட்லலாம் ஸ்பைசஸில் இருக்கும்ல கசகசா, அதுதான் poppy plant. So that poppy plant people used to make herbal medicines that cause sleepiness. தூக்கத்துக்கு அதிலிருந்து மெடிசின் மேக் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஸோ it gives a peaceful sleep to anyone. So she is saying for you I stole, அதுலேருந்து நான் உனக்கு ஸ்டோல் பண்ணி I'll give you a good sleep so you can dream nicely and you can sleep well. Okay, that is about the second stanza. And in this stanza the child started sleeping. Okay, let's move on to next stanza. Last stanza. Dear eyes, good night. In golden light the stars around you gleam. On you I press with soft caress a little lovely dream. Okay, so here Finally the child started to sleep, and the mother says good night, and she's saying, in golden light the stars around you gleam. Okay, in the night time we can see stars, and she's bringing that imagination here. On gleam, what is meant by gleam? To shine with a pale clear light. Okay, மின்னுறது. Gleam means மின்னுதல். ஸோ நீ தூங்கு, உன்னை சுற்றி அந்த ஸ்டார்ஸ் எல்லாம் அப்படி கோல்டன் லைட்டில் நல்ல கிளிட்டர் மின்னிட்டே இருக்கும். On you I press with soft caress a little lovely dream. Okay, that means most of us, we like patting, someone patting on us when we want to sleep. நம்மளை யாராவது தட்டி தந்துட்டு இருந்தால் நம்ம நல்லா நமக்கு தூக்கம் வரும், அப்படி தானே? ஸோ அதே தான் here also the mother says she gently pats on the child to sleep, and she hopes that the child has a sound sleep and pleasant dreams. Okay, so on you I press with soft caress. Caress means gentle touch that shows care and love, a little lovely dream. Okay, so உனக்கு நல்ல தூக்கம் வரதுக்கு நான் உன்னை அப்படி தட்டி with a soft and gentle touch I'll touch you, I'll pat on you, so you can have a good sleep and you can have a pleasant dreams. Okay, so this is all about the poem, and the poem I'll explain it once again. This poem is a mother's song to her child, as we have seen. She creates visually beautiful images to make sure the child has pleasant thoughts before falling asleep. ஒரு குழந்தை தூங்குறதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு நல்ல விதமாக அந்த குழந்தைக்கு நல்ல அழகான பியூட்டிஃபுல் இமேஜஸை அந்த அம்மா கொண்டு வந்தாங்க. And what are those? She says that she carries a dream for the child from fragrant spice grove and the rice field, and also she described beautiful stream filled with lotus which glisten with dew drops, and across this stream she carries a dream for the child. So in the first stanza, mother prepared the child to sleep, and the second stanza, child is about to sleep, child started sleeping, and the third stanza she says good night. Okay, in the second stanza the mother asks the child to shut his eyes and imagine the fireflies glowing in the dark and flying around the sacred neem tree, and also she says that hopes the child has sleep as pleasant as a kind of sleep induced by the poppy bowl. Okay, and in third stanza, when the child falls asleep, the mother says good night, and with gently caring she was patting the child to sleep, and she says the stars seem to be shining with golden light, and she hopes that she has a pleasant dreams. Okay students, I hope you have understood. So now let's move on to write our classwork. So all of you open your English note to the classwork side. Let's write our classwork. Write today's date and write chapter 2 poem Cradle Song. Take a new page and write chapter 2 poem Cradle Song. First, synonyms. Grove means a small area of land with trees of particular types on it. Second one, athwart, that means across. Aglint, glittering. Gleam, shine brightly. The last one, caress, that means touch that shows care and love. Students, write neatly. So what is the meaning of grove? Read with me. A small area of land with trees of particular types on it. Okay, ஒரே மரத்தை சேர்ந்த தோப்பு, ஒரு மர தோப்பு இருக்குன்னா அது ஒரே மரமாக இருக்கணும். மான் தோப்பு, தென்னந்தோப்பு, அதுதான் குரோவ்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. தட் மீன்ஸ் a group. Next one, athwart, that means across. toward the lotus stream, that line that we have seen in the poem, across the lotus stream. Next, aglint, glittering, that means shining. Gleam, shine brightly. The fifth one, caress, read with me. Touch that shows care and love, a gentle touch. Write neatly, write without spelling mistakes. So there are 5 synonyms you have to study. Grove, athwart, aglint, stream, gleam, caress. Okay, if you have finished, let's move on to answer the following. Answer the following. First question, list the places from which the mother brings a lovely dream for her child. Next one, why do you think the mother chose that these places? What effect might they have on the sleeping child? Okay, so the first question, list the places from which the mother brings a lovely dream. Okay, அந்த குழந்தைக்கு அந்த அம்மா எங்க இருந்தெல்லாம் அந்த லவ்லி ட்ரீமை எடுத்துட்டு வந்தாங்க. We have seen 3 places, so that one we have to write. And second question, why do you think the mother chose these places? அந்த places எல்லாம் எதுக்கு அந்த அம்மா choose பண்ணாங்க? And what is the effect? அது எதுனால, you have to say why. So let's see the answer. The places, grove of spice, fields of rice, and a lotus stream. Okay, these are the places the mother brings a lovely dream for her child. And next, why she brings? The mother chose the place because places. Okay, students, there will be the yes will come, places, because all these places are beautiful, calm, and having a soothing effect. The second question, answer, the mother chose the places, yes will come, because all these places are beautiful, calm, and having a soothing effect. So write it down the answers with the question. So I'll read for you once again. All of you read with me. List the places from which the mother brings a lovely dream for her child. So read the answer. Groves of spice, fields of rice, and a lotus stream. Next, why do you think the mother chose these places? What effect might they have on the sleeping child? So the answer, the mother chose the places because all these places are beautiful, calm, and having a soothing effect. Okay, students? So let's move on to next, reference to the context. In our book, page number 34. fourth question. Let's move on. After finishing this, let's write reference to context. Reference to context. The question from the second stanza. Read the stanza. Sweet, shut your eyes, the wild fireflies dance to the fairy neem. From the poppy bowl for you I stole a lovely dream. Okay, this is the line from the poem. And the questions are, first one, what does the usages of fairy neem and poppy bowl in these lines tell us about what the mother hopes for her child's life? Okay, இந்த லைன்ஸில் இருக்கிற அந்த ஃபேரி நீம் பாப்பி போல் அது வந்து எதுக்கு அந்த மதர் சொல்கிறாங்க அண்ட் த்ரூ தட் வாட் த மதர் ஹோப்ஸ் ஃபார் த சைல்ட். அண்ட் நெக்ஸ்ட், identify the rhyme scheme of the poem. I'll explain you. Let's see the answer for the first question. The mother hopes the child stays healthy and sleeps peacefully. Okay, fairy neem, she describes to stays healthy. Okay, in India we will, the neem tree is referred to, consider as sacred, புனிதமா கருதுவாங்க. And it here the mother refers to stays healthy. And the poppy bowl, okay, that is a plant, that seed which is taken from the poppy plant, and it is used as a herbal medicine to induce sleep. Okay, so from the poppy bowl the mother brings the child a peaceful sleep. So write it on the answer and then listen carefully, students. Write the rhyming words from the above given lines. From these lines you have to write the rhyming words. Okay, so what is meant by rhyming words? The words that have similar ending sound. Okay, in the first line you can see shut your eyes, and the second line flies, last word. Both have similar sound, similar ending sound, eyes, flies. So that is rhyming word. And the third line neem, but fourth line you see different word is there, and next line also different one, but last line you see neem, dream. Third line and sixth line goes together, neem, dream. Okay, similar ending sound, rhyming word. And then bowl, stole, fourth and fifth goes together. So that is called rhyming words. Eyes, flies, neem, dream, poppy bowl, stole. Rhyming words means the words have similar ending sound. Eyes, flies, neem, dream, poppy, bowl, stole. Bowl, stole. Okay, students, now what is meant by rhyme scheme of the poem? Identify the rhyme scheme of the poem. So what is meant by rhyme scheme? Rhyme scheme means we have to give the alphabets for the lines for the rhyming words. Okay, ipa eyes, flies both are same, so we have to give a. Listen, rhyming scheme means we will take from the rhyming words. Okay, ஒரே மாதிரி இருக்கிற அந்த ஒரே சவுண்டு கொடுக்குற ரைமிங் வேர்ட்ஸுக்கு நீ ஒரே ஆல்ஃபபெட் யூஸ் பண்ணணும். அப்படின்னா ஐஸ், ஃப்ளைஸுக்கு ஏ, போத் ஆர் ஏ. அப்புறம் தேர்ட் லைன் நீம், ஸோ பி கொடுக்குறேன்னா ஃபோர்த் லைன் இஸ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட், போல், அதுக்கு நீ பி கொடுக்க முடியாது, வேற ஒரு லெட்டர் தான் கொடுக்கணும். ஓகே, ஸ்டோல் டிஃப்ரெண்ட், ட்ரீம், ஸோ நீம், ட்ரீம், பி. அண்ட் போல், ஸ்டோல், சி. ஒரே சவுண்டு வர ஒரே சிமிலர் எண்டிங் சவுண்டு வர்றதுக்கு நீ ஒரே ஆல்ஃபபெட் சேம் ஆல்ஃபபெட் சிமிலர் ஆல்ஃபபெட் கொடுக்கணும். ஓகே, ஸோ லெட்ஸ் சி த ஆன்சர். AA BCCB. So AA ice flies and third line B. So next B will to come to the last line dream. Name dream B and in between bowl stole CC. I hope you have understood. This is rhyming scheme. So not only in this stanza, all the three stanza has same rhyming scheme. In the book page number 33 you can see first stanza. See what are the rhyming words there in the first stanza. Spice, rice. Stream, last line dream. Okay, and next fourth and fifth line you dew. Rhyming words spice, rice, stream, dream, you dew. So now the rhyming scheme is similar. All the three lines have similar rhyme scheme. Spice, rice AA, stream B, you dew CC, dream B. Stream and dream B. Okay students, same as in the third stanza, last stanza also. What are the rhyming words there? Night, light, gleam, dream, press, caress. Okay students, so rhyming scheme also same, AA B CC B. I hope you have understood. So once finish writing this in your classwork, open to your homework side. Let's check the answers for your previous homework. Answers for previous homework. Find who said these words. Memorizing things and saying them back makes you a parrot, not a person. Said by Annie Miss. I don't think I could write that many lines in any language. 12-year-old Sarojini. Reading detective stories are useless rags. Said by Annie Miss. You are not allowed to speak to strangers. Said by Sarojini Samma. 12-year-old Sarojini Samma. So students, I have seen your homeworks as you have sent it through the WhatsApp. So there were mistakes. So if you find mistakes in your note, rub and write the correct answers. Write it down now. Check the correct answers. So if you have checked, let's see today's homework. Let's move on to today's homework. Study today's classwork. Students, what are the things you have written in your classwork? You have to study and write this in your homework note. Synonyms. Write the answer for the synonyms grove, earthward and gleam. And answer the following. List the places from which the mother brings a lovely dream for her child. First you have to study your classwork. After that you have to write this homework without looking the classwork. You have to study. After that you have to write the answer here. Okay students, after writing this, click a photo and send it through the WhatsApp number. So write it down this in your homework note. Everyday sending homework is very important. So today we have seen about a poem, Cradle Song, and the poem is song sung by a mother and she puts her child to sleep. I hope you have understood it. So that is all for today. You must write your homework as well as you have to study the classworks. So we will meet soon with new lesson in next video. Thank you, students.